I thought my wife was going to make a video for this, and poof, she just vaporized. So, staple in the summer in the South is a tomato sandwich. Who doesn't love a tomato sandwich? Big, thick slices of beefsteak tomato, bread, slightly toasted, slathered with mayo with some salt and pepper on it. But it's really hard to make a tomato sandwich with these guys. So, this is what we've done. Take a handful of these guys, however many you want, or whatever variety you have. This is what we have. All right, and chop them up, well, cut them up rather, to whatever size or consistency you want. Remember, these are really small to start with. They were only that big. I'm going for a bite in every forkful. You need some mayo. If you're going to do it in the South, you better use Duke's. But I guess if you're in Maine, you could use Miracle Whip. Get you a forkful or two of mayo. Okay, so before I finish this with the bread type product, as for putting this together, it reminded me of a thing that my mother was eating in the 80s while on Atkins. We had a large garden during the summer. My dad grew tons of tomatoes, and so she would take, chop up tomatoes like this, add a big dollop of mayo, and then, but well, because it was Atkins, there was no bread, then she would chop up some onion. She could also add horseradish or any other flavorings that you wanted to. So I'm gonna add some onion to this, and then for the special surprise bread product. All right, for the onion, I'm gonna dice it up really small because you just don't wanna necessarily have a huge bite of onion in this, and it's a small portion. All right, since this is a tomato sandwich in a bowl, you could add anything else you wanted to at this point. You could add bell pepper, you could add jalapeno, pickled jalapeno, fresh jalapeno. You could add pickled banana peppers. You could add mushrooms. You could add boiled egg. Oh, I said you could add bacon. Who would have thought? You can add anything to this concoction that you are feeling a taste for and that you have in the fridge. Get it mixed up. Add some salt. Add pepper. It's really hard to grind that with one hand on camera. And now for our secret special bread type product ingredient. Oyster crackers. You could also use croutons, but we have oyster crackers. We found that we love these and all sorts of stuff. We use them in place of croutons because it's just the bread and the salt. It's not adding additional flavors that you might get with croutons, but croutons work just fine. If you've got the little crostinis, the little round cracker things that you can get from the deli, that's or the bakery section, that may have Italian seasoning and olive oil or butter, you can break those up and those work just fine too. Put in a healthy portion and mix up. There you go. Now, if you don't like mayo, you can obviously adjust the mayo in any of this stuff up or down for your tastes. If you don't like mayo, you could use oil and vinegar, you could use ranch, you could use blue cheese dressing, anything that floats your boat. Remember, it's your sandwich in a bowl. I added some herbs de Provence to mine.